Welcome to our series on Ignatian wisdom. The last time we talked about how the companions journeyed to Venice to wait for a ship to take them to the Holy Land. However, that particular year there was warfare between the Venetian Republic and the Turks, and so the yearly ship that normally customarily would go each year to the Holy Land did not sail that year because of the warfare. So the companions waited in Venice for a year. But during that time, a momentous decision was made by Ignatius and the companions. Let me read this from the Autobiography. The companions returned to Venice just as they had left it, that is, on foot and begging, but divided into three parties, which were always made up of different nationalities. Those who were not priests were ordained in Venice and received faculties from the nuncio, who was in Venice at the time and who was later called Cardinal Varallo. They were ordained under the title of poverty, all taking the vows of poverty and chastity. That's the only thing Ignatius says in his autobiography about his ordination. It leaves a lot of questions. Why at that particular time were they ordained? How do they see their priesthood? Was it a result of a group discussion, a group decision? How did they envision using their priesthood? And say they're ordained under the title of poverty and chastity, but kind of carte blanche. They're ordained technically as diocesan priests from their various home dioceses, but however, there was no real local bishop to whom they were obedient to. But they're ordained kind of extraordinarily as freelance priests before they went to the Holy Land. Why were they ordained at this particular time? How did they come to that decision? Perhaps it was a way in which they would be better accepted when they reached Jerusalem. Perhaps it was because they would figure they would be able to serve people better if they were ordained, especially with their background in theology and their particular sacramental ministry. You know, we always, as Jesuits, we struggled in terms of how does Jesuit priesthood differ from other orders or diocesan priesthood? And we can't really find an answer for that. However, here I believe in the autobiography, in his decision to study, which he made, we saw a few sessions ago, when he left Jerusalem the first time, was so that he can serve others better. That was a decision to study as a means to an end. I think we can say the same thing about their priesthood, that it was a means to an end. It was a way in which they were called to serve others in a better way, in terms of their talents, in terms of their backgrounds, in terms of the community that they want to form among each other. So they see priesthood primarily as a means towards an end. As all created things, the use of them is a means to an end, to give God greater praise, reverence, and service. Thank you very much.